Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here,
We're in Guanajuato.
Mexico.
Come with us 6 months traveling through Mexico and the magical mystery tour of Mexico. We'll be driving through Mexico. We will be covering over 10,000 miles and also visiting over 20 to 30 colonial cities. We invite you to live a life of passion. We are embarking on a new phase of our life. We are now in our 70s, and we feel it's so important to have a life of passion, to be passionate about your life, what you do, the excitement you have in your life, keeping yourself young and vibrant. This is so important, especially as we age, and we encourage you, young or old, to follow your passion, follow your dream, and have that excitement. We invite you to come with us weekly on our journey through Mexico, living a life of passion. Let's do it together. We can do it together as we age in place. So you're making us lunch, Lori, for the road?
Yeah, we make a lunch for the road. So I get the chicken, leftover chicken from last night. We have dinner, the barbecue chicken, still good. And then I'm gonna make a sandwich. Here I have lettuce, bell pepper, chicken, ketchup, and mustard and salt.
But where are we going, Lori?
We go to Guanajuato, central Guanajuato right now. So see, we are on the way. I just set up my GPS to go over there, so I hope I get it correct. It takes about 1 hour and 20 minutes from San Miguel to Guanajuato.
Subscribe. You know, it is free. We have 6 months of travel ahead of us, hitting over 20 to 25 colonial cities, and we want you to see them. If by subscribing and click that notification button, you'll be able to follow us on this 6 month magical mystery tour through Mexico. Leaving San Miguel, heading to Guanajuato, it's 1 hour and 38 minutes. This next flight, we will then, in a couple weeks, be heading towards Mexico City. And you can see the distance. We'll be continuing on our 6 months travel through all of Mexico. One of the things that is challenging also in travel is, because we don't speak the language, is checking in and how many days we're gonna stay and everything else. So it gets to be a bit, challenging, and so don't let it frustrate you, because they'll be patient with you. We use our Google Translates to help us. So, but I always want to make sure, look at the calculator, make sure the money they're going to charge is going to be what we agreed upon. And so, I guess what I'm trying to say is just be patient. It's another challenge, because remember, we're in their country, and can't expect them to cater to English-speaking people.
Welcome to enjoy our dinner.
At the end of the video, we're going to show you us having a meal in our room, and we're going to tell you what we're learning as we're traveling through Mexico.
We're going to take you to the walkway. There's a lot of walkway here in Guanajuato and a lot of small street. It's only pedestrian, it's no car here. You have to walk up to your house or somebody's house or your friend's house. It's a lot of walkway up and down. Oh my God, I get tired, just walk back and forth. Couldn't find the address you want to go, and gotta come out there and then, oh, we gotta do this, oh, we gotta do that. It's so much fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to walk in the back street here in Guanajuato. So the street was very nice and clean, and a lot of cars, a lot of tunnels, a lot of walking place, so it's beautiful.
Yeah, you check out colorful little flags that are, waving in the wind like you saw back here. And the buildings, the colorful buildings, it's so much fun. So spend time just walking the back streets. It's not flat. It's very
up and down and on the stair and then on the slope. Go into the tunnel, come out of the tunnel. It's all about.
Yeah, it's all part of Guanajuato. Guanajuato has an extensive tunnel system here, and it's all through the whole area here underneath. They created the tunnels originally to defer water from the mines up there, and they needed the water for the mining, and so they needed to defer it, so they made these tunnels. Now that the mines are closed, they need use the tunnels for roads, and they're amazing. You can be in there, and there'll be stoplights, and there'll be crosswalks, and there'll be four-way stops. It's just really fascinating and you can walk in there. The buses go in there. You have bus stops in there, so it's interesting. Behind me here is Diego Rivera's house, and if you don't know the history of Diego Rivera, he is a famous artist, a mural artist here in Mexico, world-renowned, and he was married to Frida Kahlo. Everybody knows Frida Kahlo, and so they had a romantic life together, very affluent people, very wealthy, because again, Diego Rivera was world-renowned, and so his art was sought out throughout Mexico.
Well, we come to visit the hacienda. Beautiful hacienda here is San Gabriel Hacienda. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous. When you come here, you won't miss it. It's beautiful.
It's over 500 years old. It's actually a very wealthy family that owned this hacienda, and they provided supplies and everything to the mining. It's amazing how beautiful it is, and remember, over 500 years old. Well, let me tell you a little brief history lesson about this church. This is my interpretation. You're not going to find that in any of the history books. There was a very poor man from Spain that wanted wealth. He came over to Mexico, and he prays to God. He says, God, if you make me wealthy, I will build you a special church that nobody else has ever built for you. Well, he becomes wealthy. He gets involved in the mining, he finds a mine, and he becomes the richest man in Mexico. And so what he does for gratitude, he actually takes gold and silver, pieces of it, and he puts it in the mortar. And also he sends over from Spain the best wine, and he mixes that with the mortar too. And this way, he's building a little special church of gold and silver and wine to God. And he says, thank you, God, for giving me this wealth. And this is the church that he has built.
Don't go, we're not done yet. On the house, look at the house, all different kind of color. You're not gonna believe it. We couldn't find a way to get to gondola to go up to the monument of Pipila. So the Google map will show us the walkway. This is the walkway to go up to monument Pipila.
And it's all uphill.
It's all uphill. Yeah.
And we could have taken a gondola and rode it up, but we followed Google Maps and we put walking. So what can you expect?
Yeah, so my goodness. Oh, we almost got there.
Well, we finally made it.
Yeah, I want to come to Monument de Pipila. So now finally we made it. You can see the narrow street, the narrow road. We walk it up. It's no cars, only pedestrian. Man, I don't know how many steps we got up here, but finally we make it.
What happened was, down below we put Google Maps walking, and this elevation, we're probably from down there, we're probably 1,000 feet, and so we end up having to walk it. So, but now we have a story to tell. So just look at how beautiful the town is, all the colors. It's just so vibrant. It's just a live college town, and it just vibrates positive energy. Well, we're at the University of Guanajuato here. What a beautiful architecture building here. And these steps that go up to the main entrance into the university. It's really a beautiful building, architectural wise. When you get a chance, come here to the university and just really take a look at it. It's just down the street from Diego Rivera's house, so you can actually go to both of them at the same time. Well, I've got my cone here. I couldn't find a Dairy Queen in Guanajuato, and so I got this one here. Let me taste and tell you if it's even compares to Dairy Queen. Nope. But in Dairy Queen, I like the blizzards. But they don't have the blizzards here. We'll try the next stop. Okay. Well, this is a must-see, the silver mine here. You can go down into the depths of the, underneath the mountain here to check out the silver mine. So let's go down and see what it looks like. Definitely come here and visit the silver mine when you're visiting this area. Now, they make us wear these hard hats. Maybe they're going to put us to work down there, Lori.
Oh, maybe. Let's go down and check it out, see what it
looks awful steep.
That's for the gold, and the blue, the gray one is the silver.
Yes, the gray is the silver.
Mm-hmm.
And other, this is the other mineral.
Well, that was fun. It wasn't as deep as I thought.
It's so fun to walk down and walk up. The step is about half a meter long in each step.
Big step, so. But we did it, living a life of passion.
Yeah, I live a life of passion. Okay.
It's okay.
Who we had lunch with, Jim and Mai. They have a YouTube channel called Spanish and Go. They have a great course in learning Spanish. At the end of my video, in the description, I give a link over to their Spanish course. Check it out.
Now, 5 minutes is coming. So I'm going to taste my soup here. Look at that. Yummy. So my dinner is ready. Now we have chicken vegetable noodle soup. Come and join me. Welcome to join our dinner in our room. What I make is a noodle, vegetable noodle. Ooh, look yummy. Let's see. Come on, enjoy dinner in the room. Look at that vegetable, so fresh.
We're hungry. Lori has prepared this little meal in her rice cooker, which is quite interesting.
Okay, here.
Well, you guys want to join us? It looks like Lori has a lot here. Now remember, it's like camping. It's more like we eat at home, the types of eating at home. Now remember, we have to improvise with a rice cooker. On this 6-month trip, we, was it hot?
So good.
It's good, huh? Cup of
It's
noodles.
hot and moist and soft, you know, the melt into your mouth. This is like a crock pot.
Oh, this is hot.
It is hot. Just get out from the...
Well, eating out in Mexican restaurants, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it gets old. Now, if you're only doing it, you know, for a week or so, or 2 weeks even, it's not bad. But when you're traveling like us for 6 months, we like to eat a lot of times in our room.
It's very, very simple, you know. So this cup of noodle is work, and then I just buy the barbecue chicken or roast chicken and the bag of the vegetable, put in a rice cooking pot, boiling. That's it. I love my food.
It's a little funky sitting in the room like this. This is what, in other words, this is what YouTube people are doing behind the scene.
Behind the scene of the YouTube people, right?
People will show you, they're making YouTube channels, and we do the same thing. Show you a fancy meal out, or even a fancy hotel, or maybe it's Airbnb, and maybe they book it for one night, and they're staying in this real fancy one. But the rest of the time, hey, they're staying in a place like this, pretty basic down, and they're, I don't know if they're eating their food in their room like this, but they probably are getting, takeout food and bring it, because I don't think you can eat Mexican food every day, unless you're Mexican, then that would be a different story. But for us, foreigners, we weren't raised on that. Hey, give us your comments. What do you think about, eating like this in a little squinchy little small
Room.
hotel room?